के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की नंद घर आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की ग्वालिन को हाथी दीनी बूढ़ेन को पालकी ग्वालिन को हाथी दीनी बूढ़ेन को पालकी नंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की आनंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की जय कन्हैया लाल की आनंद के आनंद भयो जय कन्हैया लाल की हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे बोलो श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की So these are Gokul pastimes that are going on. So on the day of Nandotsav, what did he give? He was giving cows. He also gave out elephants, Nand Maharaj. And he also gave palkis. He gave palanquins to the old people. Those who were young, he gave them ghoda and hathi. And those who were old, he gave them palanquins. Like this kind of charity. You know, we go out to many times to collect some funds and raise from donors. We keep asking them, requesting them to engage themselves in Krishna service. And always we find that on the checks there are a couple of zeros less. You never get that kind of experience wherein somebody gives more than what is expected. If somebody gives, you don't believe it only. It's not possible. So this is how Nand Baba's charity was. His charity program was like this. So Nand Baba, in this way, he was distributing. Now Kamsa's ministers in Mathura, they convinced him to start sending demons in order to kill Krishna. Because already Yogamaya Devi had made the announcement to Kamsa that the one who's going to kill you is already born somewhere else. So then now Kamsa starts sending one demon after the other. Who was the first demon whom he sends? Putana. Now you see, in the pastime of Bali Maharaj and Vaman Dev, Bali Maharaj's daughter, Ratna Mala, when she saw the form of Vaman Dev, a special Vatsalya Ras became established in her heart. She started feeling, oh, what a beautiful boy. I would like to be the mother of this boy. I wish he would be my son. Because she desired like this. So you see, Krishna fulfills all desires. Sooner or later. So then, this Ratnamala was destined to become mother of Krishna somewhere. But you see what happened when Bali Maharaj was captured by the Lord. When Vaman Dev captured Bali Maharaj, and then after, you know the story, three steps of land. And after 2 steps of land, then when Bali Maharaj did not have any other place for Vaman Dev to put his 3rd step on, so that time he was bound by Nagapash. And he was, there's rope all around him, Bali Maharaj. In this way he was held captive. So that time Ratnamala felt, if this boy is my son, then I would like to kill him with the poison of my breast milk. She desired that also. And you see Krishna, he fulfills all desires. So then she became Putana. So now Putana comes with poison smeared on her breasts. But she was a khechri, a type of witch who was a shapeshifter. She had that power to change her appearance at will completely. So she became the most beautiful lady. And she came walking into Braj. She came walking into Gokul. And everybody started feeling, oh, such a beautiful woman. Who is she? Is she Gauri, the husband of Lord Shiva? Or is she Indrani, the husband of Indra? Somebody said, oh, she's carrying a lotus flower in her hand, she certainly must be Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. In fact, nobody stopped her, she walked directly into the house of Nanda Maharaj. And even when Ma Yashoda and Rohini looked at her, they felt so beautiful, she certainly must be a heavenly damsel. Even Ma Yashoda, for a brief moment, she thought, am I the mother or is she the mother? So in this way, Putra enters and she says that I have very special, I am coming from the heavenly kingdom and I have very special Amrita. Let me feed your child and thus he will become immortal. So Ma Yashoda, Ma Rohini, they did not stop her. And Putana, when the first time she sees Krishna, she understands that this is Krishna. He has the power to annihilate all the universes. But still, she took Krishna on her lap and then she began suckling him. So Krishna started drinking the milk. Now this is very interesting. You see, we already discussed how Brajendrandan Shyam Sundar and then all the other incarnations are also there inside him. And Krishna, what does he do? He only enjoys. He doesn't do anything else. Killing, willing, he doesn't do. And all incarnations are within Krishna also. Who is famous as the poison taker? Lord Shiva. Shiva is also in Krishna. So the drinking of poison was done by Lord Shiva. Sucking of the life air of Putra was done by Vasudeva Krishna. And Brajendrandan Shyam Sundar only drank milk. And then it so happens that when Putana's life air is being sucked, she became so restless. Now Krishna did not allow her to fully manifest her actual form there, because otherwise whole of Gokul would have been crushed. Her form was so big, miles and miles wide. So then Krishna allowed her to move outside. He basically lengthened the process. She went outside, moved out of Gokul, and there she took her real form and then collapsed on the ground. And Krishna is there, he is playing on Putana's stomach. And all the Brajvasis came there, very horrified, because there was a huge crash when Putana fell. So all the Brajvasis are very horrified. What happened? What happened? Ma Yashoda also comes there. She looked at Putana, she saw Krishna on the stomach of Putana and she fainted. All the Brajvasis, they made a human chain and they took Krishna from Putana's stomach and then brought to Ma Yashoda. That's how Ma Yashoda regained consciousness. And Krishna was very happy. Even when he was on the stomach, it is as if, see, look, this is what I did. He had a very nice mood. But Ma Yashoda, all the Brajvasis, they were very upset. Somehow they were mentioning, somehow by Lord Narayana's grace, our baby is saved. Then they bathe Krishna in cow urine, in cow dung. These are such auspicious things that necessarily taking extra austerity for Krishna. What will happen to them, we don't know. That means what can be the positive, how positive the destination can be. Even an enemy can be taken in this way. So what to speak of those who are lovingly offering themselves to Krishna. So that is the mercy of the Lord. Now after Putana's episode happens, then another demon, Shaktasur, the cart demon, he was killed. Then more time passes by. Now this place, Brahmanda Ghat, this pastime happens wherein Baldau along with the friends, they go and complain to Ma Yashoda that Krishna ate mud. Ma Yashoda calls Krishna. So Krishna has mud on his hands, mud on his face. Ma Yashoda says, Krishna, you ate mud. Kana, you ate mud. And Kana says, Maya, main nahi mitti khayo. A little bit change. Maya, maine hi mitti khayo. It's the same word. But Maya Yashoda took the first one. So then she says, okay, proof that you haven't eaten. Open your mouth. So Krishna opens his mouth. And what does Maya Yashoda see? She sees the entire universe. She sees the entire planetary systems. She sees all the different 14 planetary systems which are existing. She sees all the different planets. She sees the earth planet. She sees the demigods also. She sees all the elements inside, earth, fire, air, water, ether. She sees all of this. Then she sees the earth planet, in that she sees Brajbhumi, in that she sees herself looking into Krishna's mouth. When she sees that, she faints. So this pastime happens here at Brahmanda Ghat. Brahmanda, Krishna showed the entire Brahmanda. Brahmanda, Brahmite Kuna, Bhagyavana Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya, Bhakti Lata Bij, Brahmanda. So in the Brahmanda, in the universe, only those who are very, very fortunate, one amongst so many of us suffering living entities, get, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, they get what? Bhakti Lata Bij. That means the seed of devotional service. So that is the mercy that Srila Prabhupada and his followers have given to us. So this is Brahmanda Ghat. This pastime happens here. It is very interesting. The Acharyas say whether Krishna ate mud or not, we still don't know. It was not proved. And Krishna never said he did or he did not. We don't know very clearly. So that still remains a mystery, like everything else also with him. Whether Krishna ate mud or not, we don't know. So more time passes by and Krishna becomes very naughty and starts stealing butter. So we know that Lord is very famous as the butter thief. So he used to go in the houses of the gopis. Initially, this is how he used to act. He used to go to the houses of the gopis, eat the butter. Then the gopis are saying, oh Kanhaiya, why are you taking this, why are you stealing this butter like this? So Kanhaiya used to say, oh, this is not my Yashoda's house, this is not my house. So for some time, this excuse worked. Then he used to go to the houses of gopis. They used to catch him. Kanhaiya, you are eating makhan, why are you stealing like this? He used to say, one of my calves came inside your house. Then the gopi said, where is the calf here? It entered the pot. Kanhaiya, what are you saying? Where is the calf inside the pot? So he used to put his hand inside the pot and take out a toy calf. These excuses also worked for some time. Once the gopis felt that now we are going to catch him. So they caught him red-handed. In his mouth there was makhan and hand there was makhan. They had caught him. They said, now we will take you to Maya Yashoda. Because every time the gopis used to take to Maya Yashoda used to say that my husband Nand Baba, he has 9 lakh of cows. Best cows are there. You know how Krishna's cows, how milk and butter for Krishna used to be prepared? Out of 9 lakh cows, 8 cows were specially chosen. They were known as the Padma Gandha cows. 8 lakh cows, 8 cows out of 9 lakh. Okay, these 8 cows' milk used to be taken and fed to the 9th cow. Because these 8 cows used to eat Padma Gandha grass. That grass used to have the fragrance of lotus flowers. The milk used to have the fragrance of lotus flowers. Milk, fragrant, lotus flower, fragrant milk, fed to the 9th cow. That 9th cow milk used to be used in Krishna service. So Maya Yashoda used to tell all these other Brajvasi ladies that Krishna will leave this milk and he will go to your house to steal this milk and makhan? How is it possible? So they never used to believe. She never used to believe. So one day they caught Krishna. So they took him red-handed, and this gopi is coming to Ma Yashoda and says, "See, Maya, I told you so many times, you never listen to me, but see, this time I have caught Krishna." And she went on saying how he's so mischievous and how every time he breaks all our pots, comes along with his monkey friends and makes a big mess in the house. So then Ma Yashoda is laughing. So then she says, "Why are you laughing? It's a serious matter. I am complaining about your Kana. You must discipline him." So then Ma Yashoda says, "See whom you have brought." So she looks on the other side and she sees that it's her own son. It's not Krishna, it's her own son. And she's confused, saying, "I brought Krishna. How? Ooh, how?" Then she comes out of the house. And then Krishna becomes Krishna once again. And he warns the gopi, saying, "This time I became your son. Next time you bring me to my Yashoda, it will be your husband." So these kind of pastimes used to happen here in Gokul. Krishna being the butter thief. There is a very beautiful bhajan. You can open to this. We'll sing this and then we'll end here. Vraje prasidam navanita chauram. It's very nice. If you have gone to the temple there is very beautiful temple on this side, which is Brahmand Bihari. It was by the Ramananda sampradaya that is being maintained. You can see also very beautiful Shaligram Shilas are there with nice Ramanandi Tilak. So they are maintaining, and this whole ghat has been renovated. Brahmand Ghat, Srila Prabhupada took bath here. Actually on the other side there, Prabhupada took bath also along with all the disciples. When Prabhupada had come like this parikrama with his disciples, so then the disciples asked, "Can we take bath?" So Prabhupada said, "Okay." They asked Prabhupada also to come. Prabhupada said, "No, I am old man, I am old." Finally he came. And then he takes bath. That video is there. In your Ever Well-Wisher series, following Srila Prabhupada also, everywhere you'll see those videos are there. Prabhupada takes bath at Brahmand Ghat. So Vraje Prasidam. This is very beautiful bhajan. That how Krishna is he's not only the butter thief, but he's thief of so many things. Like this, Vraje Prasidam Navanita Chauram Gopam Gananam Chadukula Chauram. So in Vraja he is famous as the butter thief. Gopam Gananam Chadukula Chauram. Of all the gopas and the gopis, he steals their dukha. He steals their sorrows and miseries. Aneka Janmarjita Papa Chauram. And he steals all the sins that have been collected since so many lifetimes, so many years. Śrī Radhikāyasya Hridayasya Chauram Navam Buddha Shamalakanti Chauram. He steals Srimati Radharani's heart. And he steals also the color of the fresh monsoon cloud. Padashritanam cha samasta chauram chauraraganyam purusham namami. Those who surrender to him, he steals away everything that they have. Akinchani kritya padashritamya karoti bhikshum patigenahinam kenapi yaho bhishana chaura idrik drishta shruto vana jagatrayepi. You will not see such a fearsome thief like Krishna. Why? What does he do? He turns his surrendered devotees into wandering, homeless beggars. Oh, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard in the three worlds. So such a beautiful song, you can relish it when you are at your own time. We'll sing this now. Vraje prasidam navanita chauram gopangananam chadukula chauram. Vraje prasidam navanita chauram gopangananam chadukula chauram. Aneka janmarjita papa chauram chauraraganyam purusham namami. Śrī Radhikāya Hridayasya Chauram Navam Budhasham Malakanti Chauram. Śrī Radhikāya Hridayasya Chauram Navam Budhasham पादाश्रितानां च समस्तचौरं चौरारगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि। अकिंचनीकृत्य पादाश्रितं या करोति भिक्षुं हतिगेन हीनम्। तेनाप्यहो भीषणचोर इद्रेक् दृष्टा श्रुतो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि। यदीयनामाप्यहरेति शेषां गिरिप्रसारानपि पापराशिं। गिरिप्रसारानपि पापराशिं। आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चोर इद्रेक् दृष्टा श्रुतो वा न मया कदापि। धनं च मानं च तथेन्द्रियाणि प्राणं चरित्वा मम सर्वमेव। परायसे कुत्र धृतोऽद्यचौरा त्वं भक्तिधाम्नासि मया निरूढा। छीनत्सि घोरं यमपाशबन्धं भीनत्सि भीमं भवपाशबन्धम्। छीनत्सि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम्। मन्मानसे तामसराशि घोरे कारागृहे दुःखमये निबद्धा। लभस्व हे चोर हरे चिदाय स्वचौरदोषोचितमेव दण्डम्। करागृहे वस सदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशदृढ बन्धन निश्चल सन्। त्वं कृष्ण हे प्रलय कोटिशतान्तरेऽपि सर्वस्य चौरहृदयं न हि मोचयामि। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। So now those who haven't taken darshan, please do so in this Brahmand Bihari temple. Take some water from the Yamuna. This is very special Yamuna water. Yamuna is not only the wife of, very dear wife of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but also she can remove all the sins. So please take some water also. And we move on to the bus where we go to the next place, which is Ukhal Bandhan. श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री गोकुल महावन की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. See, Nand Baba's house is just behind. Chaurasi Khamba, there is a very famous temple here. We don't go there because practically it's a little difficult to finish off everything in such a short span of time. But and also because there you have to sit there, and then they put a curtain there, and then you have to sit there, wait, and then they open. So it takes a little while. Because you see in the scriptures, nowhere it is mentioned that in Vrindavan about these ancient deities. Wherever it is mentioned, there we go for sure. But what is mentioned is the beauty. Yamuna is mentioned, trees are mentioned. So this is something we try to be conscious of. The Brajraj is mentioned, cows are mentioned. This is what is mentioned. So, so then all of this was Nanda Maharaj's courtyard. A little ahead, everything is nearby. You saw we went to Chintaran Ghat, Brahman Ghat, all that is nearby. It's not very far. So all this was actually Nanda Baba's. It was his palace, and then it was all within his within his boundaries. So this pastime that we know of Damodar Leela, which all of you must have heard already, that happens here, and therefore, would you like to hear it here? So as we know that this was Diwali day. On the day of Diwali is just coming, right? So on the day of Diwali, this pastime happens, wherein my Yashoda is performing her ritual of churning the butter, and she has put Krishna to sleep, because just like all wise mothers, they know that if they want to get anything done, they have to get it done while the child is sleeping, or put him to sleep so that they are free to get their work done. So then my Yashoda is churning, and what is she doing while churning? She is remembering Krishna's pastimes. So the churning rod, it gives a very heavy bass sound, and my Yashoda's bangles and her payal, they make ching ching sound. So it's like kartal, so Bridang kartal. So kirtan is going on. Basically, she is singing Krishna's glories, and she is while she is churning, her bangles are making this sound, and her payal is making the sound. Anklets, ankle bells are making the sound. So this is going on. Now wherever there is Krishna's kirtan, Krishna also comes there. How can he sleep? He is in the next room sleeping, but how can he sleep when kirtan is going on? So he wakes up. He wakes up from his bed. And normally, you see, this is very small Krishna. He is just 3 years old. He tries to get down off his bed, but his feet don't reach the ground. So he's a little struggling. He's struggling. He's hanging on the bed. Then he finally takes the risk, and he jumps on the ground. Then he comes to my Yashoda. And my Yashoda understands he's hungry. He wants milk. So she has to leave whatever she is doing, puts Krishna on her lap, and begins feeding him. So now Krishna is very happily enjoying the bliss of Vatsalya Bhav, which is emanating from my Yashoda. So he is drinking his milk. Now my Yashoda, she has put on the stove, she has put in the kitchen, she has put milk to boil. Why she has put milk to boil? Because she knows that my milk won't be sufficient for Kanha. So then he is going to get hungry in a while. So then that is the next milk that she will feed him. So my Yashoda is feeding him, but that milk which is there, now that begins to boil. Now what happens is, see, everything in Goloka has life. So the milk also has life. The milk is thinking that Krishna will be satisfied by drinking my Yashoda's milk. He will not drink me. What is the use of my life? Let me commit suicide by entering into the fire. So he is entering into the fire. That milk is entering into the fire. Prabhupada says that how everything in Goloka has life. The milk also has life and consciousness. He says that rice is being cooked, and my Yashoda is sitting in the courtyard of the house, and the milk and the rice is in the kitchen getting cooked. So just like now, if you need to find out if you have put rice on cooking, then you take out a grain and then you figure out whether it's cooked or not. But even my Yashoda needs to figure out whether the rice is cooked or not. From the courtyard, she will give a loud shout to the rice inside, saying, "Rice, are you cooked or not?" And the rice will reply, "Yes, I am cooked." So this is how everything in Goloka has life and everything has consciousness, and that is how the reciprocations are. So then that is what happens. The milk also in this way, he is thinking, I'll commit suicide. Now, my Yashoda she's thinking, what happens next to Krishna if this milk is also finished in this way, it is burnt or it enters the fire, then it's of no use. Then how will I manage next? He's going to get hungry. So then she leaves Krishna on the side. Now Krishna, he cannot tolerate this, because he is enjoying the bliss of Vatsalya Ras that is emanating from my Yashoda's breasts in the form of nectar milk. So he doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want her to stop. So she is trying to break free of him and keep him on the side, but he is holding on to her. Then my Yashoda lovingly tells Krishna, just hold on, I am coming in a minute. So she goes inside to switch off the stove. That milk sees my Yashoda coming, understands he's made a big aparadh, because Krishna is got upset that my Yashoda had to get up in order to switch off the stove, but in the process had to stop Krishna's milk program. And so the milk he felt shame. So he went again inside the container. The milk also goes inside the container. Now, but while Ma Yashoda is away, Krishna becomes so upset and so angry. This is very interesting. You see, Krishna, one name of Krishna is Aptakam, the one who is self-satisfied. First thing we saw is how this Aptakam, or the one who is self-satisfied, is hungry and he is restless for milk. Second is, Krishna's name is Triguna Tirtha. That means that he is beyond the three modes of nature. In Bhagavad Gita, so many verses he says that I am beyond the three modes of nature. Now the person who is beyond the three modes of nature is getting angry. He gets angry and he wants to teach my Yashoda a lesson. So then he takes a pestle and he breaks the pot. First he tries to break the pot on his own with his own hand, but he is not able to do. How amazing. The one who is able to lift planets and put them in orbit, he is not able to break a pot by his own hand. So he takes that pestle which is there and he knows where to break it. He doesn't break it on top. He knows that because the pot contains half churned butter, so it's already heavy from down. So he breaks it from down. A small pat is enough to have a crack on the pot, and then everything is in the room. Spreads out everywhere. So now finally Krishna feels that he's accomplished something. Now he wants to do more mischief. So he wants to go in the room where all the butter is kept. How will he go? Because there is a big pool of butter, half churned butter, everywhere. So he has to now pass through. How will he pass through? He is thinking like this. The same Krishna is Vaman Dev, who by 3 steps of land, 2 steps he covered the entire planetary systems. Now he is thinking how he is going to cross this pool. So Krishna, he takes a few steps behind and then he runs. And he jumps and he falls exactly in between all that half-churned butter. Still he braces himself and walks with his buttery footprints everywhere. He walks inside in the room where all the butter has been kept on the butter pots have been kept attached to the ceiling. So he goes inside, takes a mortar there, calls his monkey friends, brings the pot down, starts eating and starts feeding all his monkey friends. See, Krishna has very lot of affinity towards his monkey friends, because in the previous incarnation, Ramchandra, they did a lot of service. No? So he thought that now let me repay them by feeding them butter with my own hands. So that's why Krishna is, along with his monkey friends, they always used to steal makhan and he used to feed them very lovingly. So Krishna is feeding all his monkey friends. Ma Yashoda comes there on the spot, where Krishna has broken the pot, with all the contents of the pot lying everywhere. And Ma Yashoda is horrified to see. Oh, and she also is pleasantly surprised to see how intelligent Krishna is. He broke the pot in the right way, and then such a big mess he has made, such intelligent. So then she is following his buttery footprints and goes inside. There she sees Krishna, who's feeding butter to all his friends there. And you see the monkeys, now you go everywhere in Vrindavan also, we have so much of fear of monkeys, isn't it? Monkeys are very famous of being very ferocious here. But the one thing that they are afraid of is a stick. You keep a stick with you, they don't do anything. That's how all the other thelawalas, how do they manage? You always see they have a stick. So Ma Yashoda took a stick. All the monkeys ran away. And then Krishna was right there. And Krishna also became afraid of the stick. And Krishna also, he jumped from the motor and he also ran out in the courtyard. And then Krishna is running, Ma Yashoda is running with stick in her hand. Krishna is running, Ma Yashoda is running. Ma Yashoda had many flowers in her hair. The flowers in Ma Yashoda's hair thought that even big yogis, they cannot capture Krishna. And the people who do tapasya for so many years, they cannot capture Krishna. And you look at this, look at Ma Yashoda's position, that she is running, she is chasing Krishna like this. Our position does not lie at Ma Yashoda's hair, our position lies at Ma Yashoda's feet. Thinking like this, they also jump off her hair and fall at the feet. With the flowers gone, she becomes little reduced in weight. She goes fast and she is able to catch Krishna. They have a very amazing conversation wherein she is calling Krishna, you are a thief, chor, you are a chor. So Krishna says, chor, that is from your side of the family. So Ma Yashoda says, how? So he says that Nanda Baba's side of the family there is no thief. But I heard Nanda Baba saying that your great grandfather's name was Chor Ghosh. So it is coming from your side only. Ma Yashoda says, you are a monkey. So let me be with the monkeys. You go in the forest. Yes, I will go. And Ma Yashoda knew he will go away in the forest. So then she thought the best way to discipline him is to tie him up. That's how she got the idea. Tie him up. So then she took that motor and she called all her servants to go and get whatever ropes are there so that she can tie Krishna. So she tries to tie up Krishna. But somehow, magically, when she is trying to tie up Krishna, the rope falls, how much short? 2 fingers too short. Then she says to the servants, go bring all the rope that is there in the house. So they bring so much of rope, but ultimately all of it shrinks into becoming 2 fingers too short. Always. Then Ma Yashoda asks all her other gopi friends, bring whatever ropes are there in your houses and bring. So they also bring. There's a rope festival going on. Hours and hours they were all bringing ropes. But magically every time the rope becomes 2 fingers too short. So Ma Yashoda, she is trying so hard and drops of perspiration fall from her forehead and it falls on Krishna. And when he sees that Ma Yashoda is struggling so hard in order to tie him up, his heart melts and he allows himself to be tied. Krishna his name is Mukunda, the giver of liberation. He is the one who frees everyone else from bondage. But here in Damodar Lila, he is the one who gets tied up. He is the one who gets bound. But bound by what? He gets bound by Ma Yashoda's love. So this is Ma Yashoda's love by which Krishna, he agrees, allows himself to be bound. And finally Ma Yashoda is successful. Our acharyas say that actually the last rope that came was a ribbon that came from a tiny little hand of Srimati Radhika. And when that was added, that was when Krishna finally got bound. So now what happens is Krishna is stuck, he is bound with this grinding motor, he cannot do anything, cannot move around, and Ma Yashoda says, now you just wait here. Now all the friends come and they are all laughing at Krishna. Say, so many times we told you don't do this, you don't listen to us. Krishna is telling him, Madhumangal, help me, help me. They all try also. They all try to remove, but Sakhya Ras cannot untie a rope that has been bound by Vatsalya Ras, because Vatsalya is higher. Finally Balram comes there. And Balram becomes very angry. He says, Krishna, who did this to you? Who did this to you? He said, Ma Yashoda did. So he goes inside and he tells Ma Yashoda, don't you know who this is? He is Narsimha. He is Ram. He is Mahavishnu. How can you tie him up? And Ma Yashoda says, if he is all this, then who are you? He says, I am Sheshnag. I am Sankarshana. I am the source of all the Vishnus. Ma Yashoda takes a stick. She says, all the incarnations had to come in my house only. She says, this takes the stick and runs behind Balram. Balram runs as if he goes very fast. And then he goes out and says, Krishna, this is beyond me now. So then Balramji also goes. So now Krishna is alone. He's so upset, he's disappointed. And nobody else is there. So he's waiting there. Now Krishna has eyes. See, this happened in this same spot, this whole Leela. Krishna's eyes fall on Yamal Arjuna Vriksha. Behind this, they have marked a spot, Yamal Arjuna. So his eyes fell on the Yamal Arjuna trees. And these were none other than Nalakuvera and Manigriva, who were the sons of Kuvera, who were intoxicated and not properly dressed when Narad Muni happened to pass from there. And in order to purify them and uplift them, Narad Muni cursed them that you will become trees, but in the courtyard of Nand Maharaj. And so they actually witnessed Lord Krishna's all these childhood pastimes. So these Yamal Arjuna trees were none other than Nalakuvera and Manigriva. Now Krishna felt, when he saw the trees, he just remembered Narad Muni. See, Krishna has eyes for his devotees only. He just remembered Narad Muni. So he remembered that Narad Muni had cursed them. So he has to fulfill Narad Muni's words. Krishna becomes bound by his devotees' words. Just like he tells in Bhagavad Gita, he tells Arjuna, you can declare it to everyone that my devotee shall never perish. He doesn't say himself, my devotee will never perish. He tells Arjuna, because everybody knows that Krishna will break his word. But he will, if devotee has said something, he will see to it that word is not broken. So like Prabhupada wanted that Krishna consciousness spreads everywhere. He wanted that people chant Hare Krishna, Mahaprabhu's movement, whatever Prabhupada wished. So Krishna has to fulfill all those desires. So if we want to become instrumental in Krishna's mission, in Prabhupada's mission of giving Krishna to everyone, somehow if we pray like this, please make me an instrument in your service. So the Lord will see to it that He uses us in fulfilling the desires of Prabhupada. And that is the perfection of our life. So that's how we can pray in these holy places. So when Krishna saw these Yamal Arjuna Vriksha, he saw Narad Muni, he remembered what curse Narad Muni had given them, and he also remembered that it was his duty to then free them of the curse. So then with his grinding motor, he walks over to there. The motor gets stuck in between the two vrikshas. He tugs, he pulls, and then huge sound comes and both the trees are uprooted. And these two divine-like personalities, they come there, offering prayers to Krishna. Krishna blesses them, and then they move towards their heavenly abode. This sound created so much commotion that Nand Baba and all the other cowherd men, they reached there on the spot. And these children, the friends of Krishna who were also watching him from a distance, they went and told them that this is what happened. That Krishna tugged the two trees. They were uprooted. This huge crashing sound that you heard was that of these two trees being uprooted and falling to the ground. And then you know what happened? These two very divinely effulgent beings who were flying in the air, they were offering prayers to Kanha. And all the cowherd men say, why are they joking like this? How is this possible? They were not believing. Nanda Baba says, he asked Krishna, who did this to you? When he sees Krishna is tied up. And Krishna says, Maya did it. I will beat Maya today. And Nanda Baba, he unties. Because he is Vatsalya Rasa, he can untie. He can untie. So he unties the rope. And then Krishna says, I don't want to go near Maya. She is not by Maya. Nanda Baba says, who will dress you? Who will feed you? Who will make you take bath? You, Baba. Krishna says like this. So that day, for that remaining part of the evening, Krishna stays only with Nanda Baba. And Ma Yashoda, she is already upset inside the house and she is crying there. That night he sleeps with Nanda Baba telling him a story. Come Kanhaiya, I will tell you a story. Once there was a great king called Ram. And he, along with his younger brother, were exiled in the forest. And there they were going to kill one demon. And Krishna suddenly got up and he says, Lakshman, get my weapons, we will go and kill Ravana. And Nand Baba is thinking, I didn't even tell him this part of the story, how does he know? And then that was the end of the story time for that day. Krishna goes to sleep. Next day morning, when he wakes up, he sees that Ma Yashoda has not slept. He is very upset. And then then Nanda Baba takes Krishna, says, you want to go to see Maya? I will go and beat her. So Krishna says, he takes Nanda Baba's hand like this. Says, no, no, no. And he himself goes and runs into Ma Yashoda's arms. So that is Damodar Leela. It is actually the return of Krishna to Ma Yashoda. That is Damodar Leela. That is actually that is Diwali. It's more than the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya. It is the return of Krishna to Ma Yashoda. Just imagine Yashoda, the one giver of fame to Krishna, Yashoda, Yasha, the one who bestows fame. So just for this one pastime, we offer lamps to the Lord for the whole month of Kartik. It's for this pastime. So we are very fortunate that we are here sitting in the same place where this happened. So we have some lamps also, and we will offer lamps. We will have some Damodarashtakam also we will sing now. And you can all go and offer lamp at this to all the deities here who are present. And in this way we will conclude our parikrama also by offering the lamp and also singing Damodarashtakam. And then after that we will request you to quickly then board the bus, so that then we can, since all of us are moving out today, so in this way we can conclude our journey. Śrī Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki, Śrī Yashoda Damodar ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Premanande.